Alright, YouTube, this is 2cent back at you with my Echoes of Mana, and right after I finished my last video, we actually got the information in the banner released for Charlotte and the Wanderer, and so let's take a quick look at them and see just how broken they are. So, if you go in here and you look into your harvest here, and you go down to your little details, let's take a look. There are some things. My last video, that, just a few hours ago, was a little bit of a negative rant on some of these things going on, the practices that they've had. However, one thing I do want to praise them on is we are finally getting a previous released unit added to the standard pool. From the Wiz and Beauty Harvest and onward, 4-star ally Kildrick in the Memory Gem, aim for the Wind Acorns, will return to Harvest. Great. Finally, this is what we needed. Now, this gives us some confirmation that, yeah, there'll be a little bit of delay, but these units are not completely limited, that they're going to be cycled through for us. So, that is a relief in a lot of ways, because definitely you don't want to be pulling to, +6 all the time, because we just don't have those gems. But this way, I'll let it kind of naturally happen over time, and you don't have to be as afraid of, throwing a couple pulls at a banner. But with that being said, obviously there's still a lot of issues. But I do want to highlight when they do something that makes some sense. So glad that that's been added on here. Now let's take a look over here. We have Charlotte. Definitely first look at the stats. With that 910 intellect versus that 760 strength, we know off the bat that this is probably an intellect character, and yes, it is. Special technique looking pretty good with that 20% of recover HP upon use. Of course, that is going to scale off of intellect, and this is an intellect-based character. That works great, perfect. Deals magic damage, even better. Now into the skills. First skill. Deals magic damage, love it. And then hip hip and away. This is deals magic damage, so that's great as well. Lowers the target's intellect by 35%, and then lowers the spirit by 35%. So, man, just think a little bit of the progression here, okay? So we had Duran's skill, who was that did damage and just lowered the constitution of the enemy, right? And then we had Hawkeye, who could it wouldn't do damage, but then it could lower the attack and the constitution of enemy. And now we have Charlotte here, whose skill can do damage, lower the attack of like a mage from the intellect from that target, and limit the debuff the spirit of that individual. So definitely seeing a progression along with some of these units, and just from those three, looking like a solid unit here. If you like in Charlotte, she's looking real good here. On top of that, we get our normal sort of initial ST gauge up to 100%. That'll be great. But look at this self/paired self/paired ability. This is for on skill usage. Restore HP 25% of your intellect. And that's on the skill usage. And, both for the self and the paired ally. This is going to be great to be able to have, paired with, even Kevin or any of those other, units that you're using out there that can really take advantage of their skill spamming to get some extra heals. And then also going to synergize really well with her kit. You're going to be able to heal on the skill and then heal from the ST. Looking like a unit that's going to be able to have some of that sustain by just clicking your buttons. So that is super exciting to see. I'm giving this character just my initial thoughts as a, whoo, yeah, this is a good one. Now, looking at the Wanderer real quick. Strength 822 and then intellect 712. Going to be a strength-based character. And that is on his special technique, he's got physical damage, so that's right. And then the target has a 70% chance to cause daze. I don't know how I necessarily feel about this. It might be like really useful in your farming scenarios and stuff like that. But as you can see, there's some foes immune. I'm going to guarantee that just about every boss in the game probably going to be immune to this, so may not be useful in those scenarios at all. So Big Chop here deals physical damage, and then we got a con and spirit buff. I really like this buff. That's the one that Kevin has as well, so be able to get both of them. I just think it makes for a very good all-around kind of tanky unit, and those are definitely nice to have when you're just hitting that auto button and going through your daily grind. And so with this ability here and his special technique doing that daze, it's going to work on a lot of those regular mobs. Wander's certainly shaping up to be a very good auto unit. So far, in my opinion. Now we got our buffs here. And itself, impaired ally, ST damaged plus 10%, going to be on at all times. Perfect, great. I love having that buff. And then initial ST gauge up to 80%. So this, we have another one. I think that's similar to Hawkeye's there as well, where he only gets to up to 80. Yeah, it's nice to have that to be able to go right off the bat on things. But you're going to get that in about one skill, kind of usage anyway. So take that, leave that as you will. And then his second kind of support ability here is on special technique, light damage, up 15% for 10 seconds. Not too bad if you're utilizing the switch method. I find that I'm, for the most part, too lazy to do that unless I'm on a boss fight that's actually challenging. And like I said, this unit is probably going to be more or less for your farming and your your AI farming, and so you probably won't utilize that as much. So Wander looking good. If you already have a great farming team, you're not going to worry so much about it. But I do think Charlotte's going to fit a niche that we don't have yet, which is definitely with the Spirit debuffer. Besides our 2-star Julius, this is going to be the only other unit that can do that. And then having that sustain of being able to heal, that's going to be really nice. Now, of course, we have a 4-star Little Spirit Fae. We all know about this. This is a great card, especially to have on units that are kind of hybrid units like Popoyo or Sumo or something like that, that definitely take a usage from both intellect and attack. So good to have for that. And yeah, I can't say anything else that's really negative about this banner, besides the fact that we've had a lot of banners. If I was going to give anybody my recommendation as far as the banners that are out, let's take a look. We have this light and dark pick between Sumo and Shiloh. I would say don't pull on this one. We have this Popio one with Sword from Above. I would say also this isn't going to be good in the current content of stuff, so I wouldn't pull on that one. Hawkeye is a great unit. And Seraphina, she's good in her own right. This is going to give a con debuff, one or the other. I'd say pick one and go for it if you really needed that. We still have access to Lady Black Pearl as well through that banner, but she doesn't have her her single banner anymore, so probably not something you want to pull on. If I was going to recommendation out of all of them, which one you should pull on, it would be this one here. I actually prefer this Charlotte and Wanderer, because I think you're getting two good things there. You're getting a unit that's going to be able to do really well in auto, and then you got another unit that's going to be able to also do well in auto gameplay, but bring a lot more to your table on your boss fights. So you know what, I don't plan to go on in or building these units, but let me just throw just a little special spice in here and see what happens. I haven't pulled for quite a while. Let's just see if we can get anything. Looks like nothing, because we don't have any stars or anything. Oh, actually, there's a rainbow in there. That's a rainbow in there. Let's see what we got here. Now, we're going up to the skies. Now, it is going to be interesting with the Kildrick on there. I don't actually have him, so that's definitely another unit that I could pick up. And let's see who we're getting. Watch out, you dumb Benemadons. Who is... Oh! Picked up the Charlotte. That's actually pretty neat. Once again, I'm not going to go any further to be able to 6-star this unit or anything like that. So I'm just going to kind of sit there. Maybe as we get some evidence. Oh, we have a break here. Oh, little Spirit Fae. I definitely needed another deep of that. I'm pretty excited there. So yeah, this pull definitely worth the, the 1,350 gems. So anyway, that's been my 2 cents.